Hey everyone, I'm Dijon Rolle with your BW Now Command Information Team, and on this edition of our video blog we're talking about force protection, and I have two experts on my panel right here and I'll let them introduce themselves.
Good morning everyone, my name is Tim Harmon. I'm the Baden-Wuerttemberg IOS Program Manager.
And of course,
I'm Colonel Bill Butcher, the Commander of U.S. Army Garrison Baden-Wuerttemberg.
First question goes to you, Mr. Harmon. I'm going to break you in. What are individual protection measures?
Yes ma'am, individual protection measures are mitigating measures that personnel can utilize to protect themselves against criminal or terrorist activity.
And for example, what would be some measures?
Some of those measures would consist of course, number one, is utilizing good, positive, and decisions on not to bring attention to yourself.
Okay.
Traveling in small groups instead of large groups, because if you travel in small groups, you're more agile. You're traveling in larger groups, you're a bigger target. So it's very important that you travel in small groups, as well as not wearing outlandish American clothing or attire that can bring attention to yourselves in a high-threat environment.
Okay. Next question to you, sir. What programs are in place right now to protect the community, and what do we need to know about force protection?
First thing to know is that force protection is our number one concern. It's our number one priority, not because we live in an unsafe environment, but because we are who we are. And I know that community members won't enjoy the beauty that Germany has to offer, that Heidelberg has to offer, if they feel unsafe. So first, what you need to know is that the Department of the Army, the Department of Defense mandate assessment and evaluation criteria for us and our garrisons. We both do that externally and internally. Mm-hmm. And they also mandate that we exercise our first responders to ensure that they're capable and competent in support of this community with regard to its force protection needs.
Okay. Next question goes to you, Mr. Harmon. Are there any anti-terrorism awareness programs the community should know about? And I see one right here.
Yes, ma'am. Exactly. What we do have for our local community here in Baden-Wuerttemberg is the iWatch program. The iWatch program allows our community members to identify and report suspicious activity. There are several ways you can do that, of course. You can go ahead and walk in to the MP station, the local military police station, and report suspicious activity that you witness. Also, you can go online to the iWatch webpage and fill out a report online and submit it, where it be forwarded to the MP station and processed for further investigations.
Okay. Next question to you, sir, and this is a hot topic that there's been a lot of discussion about it, so we want to come straight to the source and find out what we need to know. In regards to force protection, what do soldiers and community members need to know about the new use or uniform policy?
All right. Well, first off, UCOM directed to all uniformed military members throughout Europe that they a specific uniform policy. First and foremost, it stipulates that while you can wear your uniform from domicile to duty and return, you can't make short stops. Okay. Gas station, grocery store, child care, etc. off of the installation in your military uniform. So you need to plan accordingly if you're going to have to make those sorts of stops and have civilian clothes available to you. Also stipulates that you can't conduct off-post PT in a military PT uniform. You certainly can conduct off-post PT, but you need to be in civilian clothes to do so. And you also need to ensure that you're in small groups, as Mr. Harmon had referred to earlier. Most importantly, all tenant unit commanders and our command sergeants majors know what the uniform requirements are, and they're a great source for ensuring that our service members know what they can and can't do relative to uniform wear.
Thank you so much for discussing that. I have one last question for you both. Where can residents go for updates and more information about overall awareness and individual protection measures?
Yes, ma'am. Being that we are approaching the summer months, the spring and summer months, there's going to be a lot of traveling abroad here in Europe. Mm-hmm. You can make yourself more vigilant and more protected if you go to the Baden-Wuerttemberg webpage, click on Hot Topics, and click on Current Travel Warnings, and that'll take you to the Department of State webpage, where you have all the threats of each country that you might be traveling abroad, so that way you can be prepared for any type of acts of terrorist or criminal activity.
All right, and for you, sir?
Well, again, we live in a safe, beautiful, well-protected country, but we know who we are. And we know that from time to time that service members, military members, are threatened. So most importantly, you need to take your own force protection in your own hands. You need to have the number to the MP station, the number to the host nation police, the number to the fire station at your beck and call, in your cell phones, close to your refrigerators, so that in the event that the hair stands up on the back of your neck and you sense something, that you call the right folks to come and respond.
That's all the time we have. Thank you both for being here, of course, and of course, thank you for watching.